I think there's progress being made. My sense, President Trump, Prime Minister Modi had a phone call. Our readout was, from both sides that it was a positive call. And then I think with high-level folks like Jay Shankar and others in New York for the UN meetings, hopefully there will be conversations that take place between, the U.S. Administration and the high-level Indians that are there. I think also Piyush Goyal's there as well. So, our hope is that they will get to a place similar to where Japan, Korea, others have been able to find resolution, maybe getting to 15% tariffs or something like that, which is a lot better than where we are right now. This announcement of the $100,000 fee caught us by surprise. Obviously, we were in transit on our way to India. It's not something that Congress was notified about. So I think we'll have questions when we get back in session in early October. I think it hurts U.S. companies because clearly these are workers that are benefiting our economy, that are providing a service to our tech community and other communities. I also think potentially it drives jobs to India. If those companies can't get H1-B workers, but the talent and workforce is here in India, it potentially is something that hurts us in the long term, but perhaps drives some of those jobs and companies here to India. I think this is a real opportunity for India to step up and reach its full potential. I think President Trump very much wants to see an end to the conflict in Ukraine. I think he's frustrated with Vladimir Putin and the Russians, who seemingly every once in a while will say the right things, but then nothing changes and the war continues to escalate. India does have a long relationship with Russia. Obviously it has economic relationships with Russia. I think this is an opportunity for Indian diplomats and others to step up and help find a resolution, and I think that's something they could offer President Trump. I think there's a lot of conflicts going on in the world. We've talked about Ukraine. You see the conflict in the Middle East, and we're trying to find a resolution to the Palestinian and the tragedy that's happening in Gaza. Then you see the hope to deter any conflict in the Indo-Pacific. Certainly the goal here is we'll be in competition with China, but the goal is not to have conflict with China. India is going to play a pivotal role here. India historically is a non-aligned country. I don't sense that the Modi administration is looking to change that non-aligned strategy at this moment in time. But I think their long-term interests, and I think this is not a Democratic or a Republican view, I think this is the view of most members of Congress, is that their long-term economic interests, geopolitical strategic interests lie closer to the West.